Hi, my name's Teresa, and my lesson is on health with the Wisconsin Standard 71A for enhancing healthy eating. The objective of my lesson is that the students will be able to identify parts of a pumpkin and the parts of our body that will benefit from healthy eating of pumpkins. For direct instruction, I would say, okay, let's go to the carpet now for carpet time. Yesterday we read a book about the circle, the life cycle of a pumpkin, and we talked about how it's a seed and then a seedling. And today we have another book I'm going to read to you. One, two, three, eyes on me. So I would have the book here for a read aloud, The Life Cycle of a Pumpkin. And I would have a few pages clipped that will not be read for the sake of time. And I will read the book, and as a read aloud, ask about three pauses for asking questions, maybe more like about the vocabulary words, and just a couple of questions for review. And then remember we sang the Itsy Bitsy Pumpkin song? You sang it so well yesterday. Let's sing it again. So stand up and let's do the Itsy Bitsy Pumpkin song. And then let's stand up. Or I mean, they're already standing. And then I would introduce this poster about the parts of our body that benefit from eating pumpkins. And our heart, let's be a pumping heart. So they can do this or pump by their heart. The eating pumpkins is good for our blood circulation. Let's make circles. Yes, our blood has to circulate. It's good for our eyes. Let's identify our eyes. Show me your eyes. And eating pumpkins is good for our lungs. Take a big, deep breath. Let it out. Yes. When we eat pumpkins, it's so good for our heart, our eyes, our blood circulation, and for our lungs. And so they'd be standing. We would be doing these movements after the Itsy Bitsy song. And then I've got something set up for you in the back table. Let's go to the back table now. And there under a sheet, I would have a pumpkin. It's not the season for pumpkins. So I have this picture to illustrate. There would be a pumpkin in the back. Take off the sheet while they're standing on both sides of the table around me and across. I would pre-cut this pumpkin for safety and lift the lid of the pumpkin. We have the outside, the pumpkin, the rind, the pumpkin body, the stem, and then I would hold the pumpkin at an angle for them to see. And of course, they'll be smelling it, and they will observe me scooping out the pulp of the pumpkin and the seeds onto newspaper. And at the end of this lesson, you can touch the pulp and the seeds. If you do not like touching the wet pulp and seeds, I've got dry seeds for you. And while I'm scooping, has anyone ever done this before with your family? And have you eaten foods from pumpkins that you can think of? And I will tell them about pumpkin pancakes. I will tell them about muffins and pumpkin seeds. And then at the end of that, observation, investigation, and listening, I will have a review. Share with the partner what are the parts of a pumpkin. Then I'll ask questions about again about the poster. Which parts of our body benefit from eating pumpkins? And then that would be closure. And for follow-up, I would ask, okay, now I'm going to ask you over here to my right. You ask Beth here on across the table a question about uh, which body parts can you remember that is good? Which body part benefits from eating pumpkins? What and hopefully she would know, or they would go through all the heart, the blood circulation, the lungs, and the eyes. We'll kind of go across the table asking someone across from them to review those body parts that benefit from eating pumpkins. Um, since it's good, healthy eating that we are focusing on with the health lesson. Then for homework, they can have, I'll have a sheet like this with the pumpkin if somebody wants to color, but it's not necessary to bring it back, but just to continue and maybe talk about it at home. I can have magazine pictures about foods made from pumpkins as for free time if somebody wants to paste and be thinking about pumpkins more. The Phi Ed lesson by Jennifer will be on pumpkins. And also at the end, when we are scooping pumpkins, I'll say, oh, we're going to let these seeds dry. And tomorrow for math, we're going to count these seeds. So we'll let them dry here. Oh, let's see. I think I've covered most of my lesson plan. The notes would be, and the reflection would be wondering if the read aloud and the pumpkin on the table would be too much for one lesson. Maybe that would be 2 lessons. That would be my reflection after actually giving the lesson.